Virtual reality and augmented reality. Would you like to know which businesses already accept and apply this new technology and what are the benefits? Robin, your company is working on developing custom-made smart applications in virtual and augmented reality. So which reality is more applicable today in the market?
It's hard to say that one is more applicable than the other because both have their pros and cons, and both have their field of application where it's better to use it. First, we have to say that augmented reality augments the real world, the reality, and virtual reality, you are fully locked in a virtual computer-generated world. So, for example, in the construction sector, they are working with 3D data in the topic of BIM. So we have a good database there. We can start working with AR and VR, and that's a good example to show the difference. So they are able to now disconnect the 3D models they have in their desktop from the 2D desktop and put it in the real world. So I can show you your future house, like a tiny model, here on the table, and we can have a discussion about this house, right? I can point you on the second floor on your future bureau or something, and we can have a discussion about this without any misunderstandings.
So basically I can augment this 2D plan that is developed in the computer with my phone, with my iPad, let's say with any screen, right? And see the little window or the floor, the condition. We can discuss what might be changed, right, in the plan, where we need to work as a team.
Yeah, and we can interact with this model, right, on the screen. We can change it, we can put some information on it, and we can also make that remote. So you don't have to sit here, you can sit everywhere in the world, right? And when it comes to show you the interior design of your future sleeping room or something, then maybe virtual reality is more applicable because you have like more detailed renderings. You can fully dive in your future sleeping room. You can walk around your bed or something, and that's
go and sleep.
Yeah, maybe not that far, but that's where it goes with virtual reality.
Yeah, really. When you're in a mask, you're sitting in your immersive world, and you can see your that house, right? And I because I used one, and I could even see the curtains floating on the wind. That was impressive. I was like, oh wow,
it's possible. Yeah. But maybe to put a virtual reality in like a production side, we can see on the image here, that's where the borders starts, or the limit starts, because you can't see the danger in the production side anymore. It's just like a simulation of it, and there is augmented reality is more applicable because you can work in the production side with augmented information, and you can also attach the information where you want to have them. You don't have to look at your screen and back on the machine or something. You can point on the machine, and then you can see all the information about the heating and everything, right? And so that the picture I brought with me, that's completely nonsense, because he's in a production side with a virtual reality glass. That's where the limit is. So he has to have the surrounding information for that.
Yeah, because in the augmented reality, I understand certain percent of what you see is real, and certain percent is not real. It's augmented.
Yeah. It's like a fusion of the digital and real world.
Many of our futuristic ideas come from movies.
Yeah.
We see a movie, and cinematographers, they help us imagine that future, and we go and develop that picture or the future that we've seen in the movie. That often happens like that. And the recent movie, Ready Player One, the whole world, the whole population, society is sitting in this virtual reality game and playing the game. So which businesses today are ready to accept this reality? And what are the benefits?
I mean, Ready for Player One is a nice sci-fi movie. So it's science fiction. It shows us a possible scenario of the future. And I mean, we're just at the beginning of virtual and augmented reality. So we don't know what's the next step. We can only predict it. And in a business, we have to have like two conditions how the technology can start through. The first is that we made like software which has like a real customer benefit, because otherwise the user don't use it and nobody is interested to invest it. And the second thing is that the end user or the client of the company is ready to use the technology. We can see such developments in the past, where maybe the Pope election in 2005, there was the smartphone or the handy already on the market, but there was only one person who took a picture, and the other one were using digicams. And 8 years later, no digicam, everyone has a smartphone. And there wasn't a certain deadline where we can say, now everybody uses a smartphone. It was just a development and also a change in the behavior of the user. It's evolution, right? Yeah.
In one of your projects related to virtual reality, you use the tagline, "Travel when can't travel." Explain it to us.
Exactly. Yeah, so the target group for that product is the retirement or nursing home. They see the challenge that they want to like enliven the everyday life of the elder people who live there, but they're not mobile like we are. So what we want them to access is the places where they can't travel anymore. So we took picture all over the world, 360 images, and they now can dive into these stories, virtual stories, digitally, and they can like travel to Rome or to Paris or to France.
Go scuba diving.
Yeah, go scuba diving. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you face any competition? Because there are, I understand, many developers using these tools.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since Pokemon Go, where augmented reality was in the newspaper, everybody is on this kind of hype. But we see it as like a long-term trend, and we also see that we have the tools to build augmented virtual reality trained for the last 10 years. We were in this business, so it's not new for us, but we are like pioneers in that industry or in that market, and we also need pioneers on the other side of the project team, on the customer side, and also only this like collaboration can end up in a like a USP. So we try to stick hard with the development, because like every day is evolving news about augmented and virtual reality, and you need like a bunch of nerds to keep up with this development.
Yeah, but many big players like Apple and Amazon are all involved now in this field.
Yeah. But what they do often is like they also get in touch with us. They want to build a community of developers around there. Also topics like open source software and everything like that. And they also like get something from us, from our ideas. They give us their tools they build, and we make software out of it. And then the collaboration starts, and also the evolution starts. So it's like together with the bigs, but also like a competition with other agency.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Jelena.
Thank you for watching this interview with Robin Waibel from Bitforge in partnership with Dukascopy TV, and stay tuned to our next episode of Insight Tomorrow with Jelena.